Alright guys, welcome back to Spoiler Alert. We are of course talking about The Bad Batch. Now in this episode of The Bad Batch, we find out a few things and a lot of things happen. I know, vague. So, in this one, we have all of the Bad Batch, and of course, when I say all of the Bad Batch, I do mean Omega as well, is going to be just kind of hanging out, doing their own thing. They're going on these little missions for people, and they are doing things that, you know, the lady who runs the guild wants them to do. So who is this mystery person that we saw at the end of the last episode? There was a lot of speculation, and they were all, of course, wrong, because they want to be super obvious, because we kind of thought, it might be them, but then why tease it? We already knew from like one of the first episodes that the farming clone was going to tell Rex that they exist and that they're running around. So why is it such a big deal that Rex would actually be looking for the clones? So it ends up being Rex. It's not General Organa, it's not Darth Maul, it's not any of the other ones that we decided to place our bets on.
Big house. It's funny that I only ever see two of you. It's almost like the studio couldn't afford another X-Men.
It was the highest common denominator, if you will. So yeah, we thought, it couldn't be Rex. Why would they hide that? That's not a big reveal. We already kind of knew that Rex would be looking for them because the farming clone told them, said, hey, I'll let Rex know that you guys are looking for him. And it's not really a super big reveal. It's just kind of like, oh, we thought it was going to be someone not obvious, because that would have been more fun. Duh. But no. Now, if you liked that, oh, it's Rex, great. Okay, cool. Rex is a cool character, but he's not, like, the most exciting in this new world, because he could have been anyone. Like, anyone, even a new character, would have been cool. But we've seen Rex before. If you've watched Clone Wars, if you've watched Rebels, we've seen Rex before. He's not like, he's a good character, it's just, we've seen him before. So, that's okay. Omega's still kind of a big player in this one.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Not a whole lot going on beyond them trying to get the chips out of their heads. The inhibitor chips, basically, that make them go crazy.
Nobody's getting hurt?
Now, we did learn something that I think we kind of already knew with the other clone from the first episode, that is, if you didn't execute Order 66, you are considered a sympathizer, and then you will be targeted by the other clones. And so, I believe it is Smasher. Wrecker is his name. He's been having a few little headaches. We saw that in the last episode, one of the last episodes. He had kind of a head issue.
You're right. Cancer's only in my liver, lungs, prostate, and brain. All things I can live without.
And then so we find out that it's his inhibitor chip trying to activate his brain. into executing Order 66, which is kind of, well, too late, but at least he can kill off all of the clones that didn't work with that. So that was kind of happening in this episode. They were able to get the chips removed from their brains, which is good now because they don't have to worry about each other turning on each other, and no one died. Omega doesn't have one apparently because she wasn't a actual stormtrooper, clone trooper type thing. She was made for the cloners, just to have kind of a like Boba Fett, just a clone to have a clone. But they made her a girl for whatever reason. The cloners tend to be seemingly more feminine, so that would make sense. If you've seen any of the original Star Wars, yeah, they seem to be more female-driven. That doesn't mean that everyone on Kamino is that way. That just means that these alien cloners are more feminine or female. With that being said, it was a good episode. It's just, if you're going to do a big reveal, make sure that it's a big reveal. If you're going to tease us, make sure that it's worth it, because we're like, yeah, it's probably Rex, but would they seriously tease Rex? It's too obvious. That's why we jumped on the, oh, well, it's this character, no, it's that character type thing, because, like, it's Rex, okay? Yay, Rex. But all in all, the episode was good. There was a lot of, good melodrama. They do need to pick up on the storyline and figure out what is actually, going on, because it's been, two episodes now, and the clones haven't been sending anyone to get Omega yet, which they were supposed to do 2 episodes ago. So they need to figure out, and we don't know what the ends of this, what is the main purpose of this series? Is it to protect Omega? Is it to get the inhibitor ships out? Well, we already just did that, so end of season. What is the purpose of this series? They need to define those lines and really push that narrative forward. And they really need, if it's about saving Omega and making sure that she doesn't go back to the cloners, and the cloners start using her as a lab rat, basically, it needs to be defined, and they need to start pushing that narrative forward. With that idea being set, it seems it would be a little bit too much like Mandalorian for my liking. Oh, the child. Oh, the kid. We need to save the child. We need to save the kid. It's just a little too, if they stick with that route, it's a little too Mandalorian for me. And then at that point, it's just your rehashing old storylines that we've already seen. Alright guys, so with that being said, is it a good episode? Yes. Could it be better? Yes. Could the series be better? Of course. But that's just how life works. Things can always get better. Now, if you guys like this review, go ahead and give it a like, and that little thumbs up button. If you like to know when I release more videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And thank you for my subscribers who are out there. I appreciate anyone who is willing to listen to me complain about cartoons. Speaking of kind of cartoony TV series, I did release the first episode of Loki. If you guys want to jump back and watch that one. And I am doing A Quiet Place Part 1 because I got a decent amount of views on Part 2. So, if you guys want to see that, that'll be coming out probably Sunday. Sometime Sunday. So hit the notification bell and look out for the next video. And I will see you guys later. Peace.